This is Jermaine reporting for the Pound for Pound Boxing Show. I'm joined by Ricardo Sandoval. How you doing, champ?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thanks for taking the time to join me today. I want to ask you, Ricardo, obviously, how are you feeling after your fantastic performance and your win last week against Jay Harris?
I feel great. It shows that hard work always pays off. They had me down and they doubted me, so I feel great right now. I feel great.
Yeah. Brilliant. Before we talk about that fight, I want to talk about obviously you moved to 19-1 now, but I want to ask you, where did your boxing journey first start?
I first started when I was 10 years old. And I started in a small gym in Riverside. And ever since I started, I loved it. I kept going. I kept training. And sparred 2 weeks before our first training, and I loved it and I stayed with it.
Yeah. Brilliant. Who was your boxing inspiration growing up?
Juan Manuel Marquez. I always liked how he fought. His counter punching, his combinations, that's what I like.
Brilliant. So let's obviously just move on. Let's talk a bit about your fight last week. Obviously, you stopped Jay Harris in the final eliminator for Sonny Edwards' IBF flyweight title with a fantastic body shot. Dropped him twice in the 8th round to win the fight. How do you rate your performance that night?
I would say a 7, around 7 to 8 out of 10. We stick to the plan, and I feel like I got hit too much. I feel like maybe I because I was out for 15, 16 months, maybe that's what it was. But I feel like I got hit too much. Maybe I had to get back to the gym. Hit and practice on my movement. But I feel like we did pretty good. We stick to the plan. We attacked the body and we got the win.
Yeah, obviously great stoppage. It's a really good fight. Obviously, you just mentioned earlier that obviously he was the favorite. He was touted to win the fight, and obviously a lot of people doubted you. How much did that give you motivation to go out there and perform and get the win?
No, it gave me a lot of motivation. There's a couple of people from our side that believe that it was too early for me to take this fight, and I feel like I needed this is the fight that I needed to get me up there, to get that step in my career, and I feel like that's why I took this fight, because I felt like I needed this and to prove everybody wrong. And that's the reason why I took this fight.
Yeah. Obviously there wasn't a lot of people in the stadium or in the venue that night.
Yeah.
But how did it feel to box? Obviously over here in the UK, and with some fans who probably weren't for you, they were more against you on the night. How did it feel to box and fight in front of a few British fans?
It felt great. I respect the people in the UK. They have a lot of passion for the sport, and I feel like that's something that I like. They show support to Jay Harris. They showed up, and I have a lot of respect for them.
Brilliant. Obviously, winning that fight now, you've moved on to become your mandatory now for Sonny Edwards' flyweight title. I want to ask you, obviously, Sonny is not being defeated in 16 fights. What makes you think you'll be the first one to hand him he's the first defeat of his career and become a world champion?
Just my dedication, my hard work, the heart to be a world champion. I feel like it's gonna be a great fight, and hopefully we can get it done.
Yeah. Obviously, let's talk a bit about Sonny Edwards. Obviously, his last fight, he became world champion with a win over Mthalane. How did you rate his performance that night?
I believe he did he did well. He stuck to his plan. He knew that Mthalane was a very aggressive fighter, so he did what he had to do. He boxed him. He boxed how he's supposed to, and he got the win, was the most important thing.
Yeah. Obviously, he's scheduled to maybe fight another fight before he does maybe entertain a fight against you. Obviously, this for you. What will be the next step for you? Obviously, going forward, there's a lot of fighters out there in your division. A lot of terrific fights that could be made. I can mention a few. Obviously, you got the likes of Gino Nakatani, You got lots of Cesar Martinez. You got lots of Wazim. You got the likes of Mthalane as well. Would you be willing to entertain any of those fights before you was to fight Sonny Edwards for a world title?
It'll be great to get another fight. Right now I'm just talking to my team about ideas, and we'll see what we do next. It's if we could get another fighting, it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good for me just to keep active and stay fighting.
Yeah. Obviously, like I said, we mentioned some terrific fights over there. Would you be obviously willing to fight in the UK, or would your next fight will probably be more likely be in the States?
Uh if it's in the UK, then we could do it in the UK. But I believe that my next fight will be here in the US, in front of my crowd, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So I want to ask you, obviously, 14 of your wins have come by knockout. Do you believe you're a big puncher for your weight?
I believe so. I can't say I got big power, because I don't know. I'm not gonna punch myself, but it shows that I put my body into my punches. So I believe it. Literally, you could see that there's power in there.
Yeah. Obviously, let's talk a bit about the body shots. Is that something you was looking for most of the night, or is that something you worked on leading up to this fight?
Yes, that's what that was a big plan coming into this fight, going to the body. No, we noticed that in the Martinez fight, that's where he got him. That's where he hurt him, and we practiced on our body shot constantly on during sparrings and our workouts. That was a part of the plan.
I want to ask you, how tough an opponent was Jay Harris last Friday night?
No, he was very tough. Like I mentioned, he uses his jab very well. He puts his punches together very good. He's pretty, and he's quite pretty. He's pretty fast. So it was a really tough fight. Just that I got him with that punch, and he went down.
Yeah. I want to ask you, obviously, moving on for the future wise, I want to ask you your short term and long term goals. Would it be to maybe become world champion? You looking to maybe unify, go up in weight? What would your short term and long term goals be?
Well, short term obviously is become world champion. Become world champion. Hopefully unify, and I would like to be the first undisputed champion at flyweight. That's my main goal. And if we can do that, in the future, I want to go up to 115 and see what's going up what's going on that way, and then hopefully in the near future maybe go up to 118. Just keep going and see what we want to make history in the sport. So we're going to see how our future holds.
Brilliant. Obviously, you mentioned obviously 115. Obviously, you got super flyweight WBC world title is currently vacant. If that opportunity came to arise for you fighting for WBC world title, would you take the opportunity?
As of right now, no. As of right now, I feel like I'm too small. I believe I could probably go down to 108. No, at the day of the weigh-ins, I was weighing at 110. I had to eat a little bit to make to be at 111. So I feel like I can make 108. Maybe take a fight there. There's a chance, but we'll see. But 115 right now at the moment, no.
Yeah. So obviously, like you said, your aim is now obviously to become a world champion, and then move on and push for becoming undisputed champion. Let's talk a bit about some fighters that are obviously on the verge of becoming undisputed champions. You obviously saw Jose Ramirez fight Josh Taylor probably about a couple months ago now. How did you rate that? How do you rate Josh Taylor's performance, and what did you think of the fight?
It was a great fight. It was entertaining fight. Uh, Josh Taylor did a great job. He boxed him well, and he did great. He did good with those clinches. He took advantage of the clinch, and he threw punches right there. And that's when he caught him. He hurt him. It was a great fight from Taylor. I took some of his stuff, and I try to use it onto my fights, and hopefully we could see that I use some of because I like using other people's stuff. I see and I try to learn from other fights, and one of those things is the one of those clinches. Josh Taylor's clinches after throwing punches it's very effective.
Yeah, great champion, great fight. Obviously, he came over to the States and made history by becoming the second Scottish undisputed champion, fighting a tough fighter and Jose Ramirez. It's a really great fight. I want to ask you, obviously, there's a fight between Canelo and Caleb Plant, which is probably more likely to happen sometime this year for undisputed civil middleweight titles. How do you see that fight going if it was to materialize?
I think no one could beat Canelo right now. Canelo is he has everything. He's a counter puncher. He could box well. He has great defense. I feel like Canelo could win by knockout, or he will be. He could win by knockout, or he could go to distance. It depends on plans on Plant's plan, but I believe Canelo is gonna take the win, no doubt.
Yeah, if that fight was to materialize, it would be a fantastic fight. Obviously, another historic fight. Canelo is looking, like you said, unbeatable. Caleb Plant's a tremendous champion, so that should be a great fight if it was to happen. Another fight which us UK fans would love to happen. Obviously, it was so close to happening in August this year. Unfortunately, didn't get over the line, and that's Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua for undisputed heavyweight titles. If you could pick a winner, because we always, me and my colleague Nando from the Pound for Pound always ask this question to all fighters. How would you see this fight going? What's your prediction for this fight if it does happen? If it does happen,
it's a very close fight, but I'm leaning more towards Joshua. I know a lot of people take Fury as a favorite, but I just like Joshua's style more. I believe that they're both boxers, but Joshua is like his fighting stance and everything is more tight, and Fury is a little bit more wider when he throws his punches. So I feel if Joshua uses his jab well and then he throws his straight punches, he'll come up with the win.
You're probably maybe the third person who said that they think Joshua will win. A lot of people have leaned towards Tyson Fury.
Yes, so, there's a lot of people that go for Fury. Yeah. It's understandable because it's a very close fight. But I believe that just the style of Anthony Joshua he'll come up on top.
Yeah. Ricardo, before I let you go, I want to ask you: have you got a message to your fans who are waiting for your next fight and the fans who were supporting you on last Friday night against Jay Harris?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody that's supporting me from the beginning. It's been a tough road, especially after COVID, but we'll be there. And stay tuned with my next fight. Hopefully be working on it soon and try to get another fight in. Hopefully it could be for another world title, or we'll see what happens, but stay tuned.
Brilliant. We're looking forward to your next fight. We're looking forward to finding out some fight news as well. I'm sure there's going to be some fight news coming up soon. So we'll be taking a look. We'll be keeping an eye out for that. Ricardo, absolute pleasure having you on. I'm looking forward to fighting soon, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, and look after you. Take care now.
Yeah, same.
Bye-bye.
Bye.